Hello there and welcome back to my channel, or if this is the first video of mine you are seeing, then welcome. So yesterday I had to do an entire house clean out, and when I say that, I am not talking about some little light dusting. No. We're talking everything inside the house had to leave the house. That includes things like furniture, appliances, etc. It was a very hot day yesterday, over 80 degrees, which I believe would be like 30 degrees or more for those of you who use Celsius. It was extremely hot, sweaty. However, this makeup that I'm about to talk about lasted through this whole thing. And yes, no, you don't have to wear makeup when you're doing a house cleanup, obviously, but I like to wear makeup regardless of what I'm doing, and this makeup held up. So I want to give all of these products some shout outs here. They're all kind of like a little random assortment. We have drugstore, we have high-end, we have a little bit of everything. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I have here is from NYX. This is their Buttermelt Glaze Soft Glow Skin Tint. Mine is in the shade number 1 Whipped Butter, which this is this right here. This is what I have in my everyday makeup drawer currently. And for a while, I was not quite sure how I felt about this because I kind of went back and forth on it. I liked it, but then I also felt like, well, I wasn't sure. However, when I tell you that this held up yesterday, and the way I've been liking applying it is actually with my hands. So what I'm going to do, apply this, and you'll see kind of what I'm doing. I'm almost applying it like you would a regular sunscreen. I'm doing it like this right here. Just 3 lines on these 3 fingers. Now, my face might turn a little bit red because I do have quite sensitive skin that turns red sometimes when I'm rubbing products on my complexion like this. So if it does that, don't be alarmed. But this is the way I've really been enjoying wearing this. Just apply it with my hands. I feel like it really helps the product sink in more than when I'm using a brush or a sponge. And yes, I'm going to go ahead and just wipe it over the lips too. I have a little reusable cloth here with some micellar water. I'm about to take that off, but just for the sake of this, it just makes things go by a little quicker. Okay, so that is it applied all over my skin. I mean, it just looks really pretty when I do it like this. I don't know. When I've applied it with a brush or a sponge, it looks fine, but there is something about it, I don't know, it just works better for me when I apply it with my hands. I guess maybe it is one of those products. I know I've used some skin tints before that do look better like that, and then some look better with a brush. It just depends, but I will say this. This still looked amazing. I was sweating yesterday. I was doing all that, and this still looked amazing. So I do want to give it that shout out because it deserves to be mentioned. I think if you can hold up during a house clean out, you're top tier in my opinion. Okay, the next thing I'm going to go in with is an under eye corrector. This one is from Sarah Krill. This is the Face Fleck Correct, and this one is in the shade K By. I really love this corrector. This one has quickly become one of my top favorite correctors. I just think it's so good. And it was another product that I felt like held up very well yesterday through all of that. And then I'm going to take a Rare Beauty concealer brush. I might have to go in with a little bit more, but I like to start out with a smaller amount because I did apply the skin tint in here as well, like over my eyelids, on my under eyes, so I don't really want too much. And then I'm just going to go over that a little bit with my finger just to make sure it's nice and pressed in. And the powder I went in with is from Wet n Wild. This is their Photo Focus Loose Setting Powder, and this is the translucent one. I feel like this is a powder that you can absolutely make very heavy duty if you want to. But then I have used it on more of like a larger fluffy brush and kind of softly applied it to my face so I can keep some of my glow. So I've applied some to that same concealer brush, and I'm going to go ahead and set my lid. But this is a good powder. Like, if you want a very nice powder from the drugstore, this one I feel like is amazing. It's one of the best ones I've ever tried from the drugstore. And then I'm going to go ahead and press that in the under eye area. I'm also going to use this brush to set down my T-zone area and also in my brows. And then I'm about to take a little bit more of a fluffier brush in just a second for the rest of my face. And for that, I'm going to use the Rare Beauty powder brush. And like I mentioned before, that I like to pick some up and then press it into the cap to kind of make sure it's evenly in that brush. And then I've mentioned this many times before that I like to mostly set the jawline area because that's where I get transfer if I'm going to get it. And see, today I'm wearing a sweater that's kind of like a white color and I don't want to get makeup on it. This weather is weird. It was extremely hot yesterday where I live, and now today it's supposed to be colder. Okay, and then with that brush I'm just going to lightly tap around the rest of the face. Not setting too heavily, just kind of whatever was left. And then just for a little bit of lip prep, I'm going in with the Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balm in Strawberry Soft Serve. Okay, so for my eyeshadow, I went in with this Beauty Bay 42 Pan Neutral palette. I've been using this quite a lot over the last couple of days. I've been using it about I'll say every day for like 3 or 4 days now, and I've really been enjoying using this. And I was wearing this eyeshadow palette yesterday, and it held up. It looked really beautiful when I got home and was going to take my makeup off. It looked stunning. Now, I'm not going to create the very same exact look because I'm wearing pink today, so I want something a little bit more pinky. Yesterday, I was wearing more of like a warmer brown gold kind of look, but I want something more pink. But I'm going to give this palette credit because it held up. It was so pretty all day long. Now, the first thing I'm going to do, and I just like doing this, like I mentioned, with palettes that have my skin tone shade. I'm going to take that Rare Beauty concealer brush, and I'm going to go into the shade Twig and Bone. I'm just going to mix the two of these. I just like doing this with palettes that have my skin tone shade. I just feel like it does kind of help blending, like when I go in with the next shade. Of course, you can use these after you apply like the shade I'm about to go in with and just go around the edges, but I don't know, I just find doing this sometimes actually helps the blending regardless. Okay, so on a Sigma E54, I'm going to go into the shade Mauve. This is going to be kind of like almost a dusty purple kind of shade because I used this shade the other day, actually in a look I did for Instagram. I haven't uploaded that. At the time I'm filming this video, I have not uploaded that on Instagram yet, but it probably will be going up very soon over there. I like to do as much pre-filming as I can, so I don't get behind with my filming. Kind of like yesterday I had to do that house clean out, so I had already had my videos prepared and everything, so I didn't have to feel bad about missing a day of filming. I will say this palette is really nice. I think it's very pretty. I'm not sure what's going on with Beauty Bay. I think I saw just yesterday on Instagram where they said they're back, so I'm not sure what was going on there. So I have no idea if this palette is still available or what might be going on, or if they even, where all they ship, because I want to say in the comment section, I saw someone say something about no shipping to the US, so I don't know. But I mean, you definitely don't need this eyeshadow palette, like if you live somewhere where maybe you can't get this palette, if it is still available, like I don't know where all they ship to, like if they disappeared and they come back, I'm not sure what's going on. Just any neutral palette will do that's long lasting, but I just wanted to give this one a shout out because it was the palette I was wearing yesterday and the eyeshadow looked really beautiful by the end of the day. Now I'm just going to take that Rare Beauty brush and just go around the edges of this. I did not pick up any more on this brush, just whatever was left. Okay, so using that same exact brush, I'm going to go into this Cupid shade right here. I'm going to try picking it up on the brush. I know it's a shimmer shade, so it might apply better with your finger, but I just wanted to see if I can apply it like this to get my placement down. And then if I have to go back in with my finger, I can. I feel like the shimmer shades in this palette are almost like your standard kind of satin shades. They're not very impactful, at least not the shades that I've been using these last couple of days. I mean, well, yeah, I've used about all of them. Maybe the shade Locket over here, this gold shade, that one was quite impactful. But I just feel like this is not going to give you that really sparkly effect, like if you're into that. Kind of like the Patrick Ta duos, if you're more into shades like that, you're not going to get that with this palette. But this is a lovely palette. I really enjoyed using it these last couple of days. And yesterday I was just kind of grabbing random makeup. Some things were from my everyday makeup drawer, and then some things I just went into my little drawers over there and just pulled out some products that maybe I haven't used in a while, and I feel like I haven't used this palette in a while. I guess because it's so large that sometimes I just kind of skip over it, But it is beautiful. I do need to be wearing it a lot more. So we're taking that same shade and we're going over here on the outer half. Okay, and then I'm going to take the shade Bangle on my finger, and I'm going to place that right here in the center of my lid, kind of meeting up with that Cupid shade. I definitely wanted something a little bit more, I mean this isn't like full on pink pink, but I still think it goes with the sweater. Because my sweater's white and has like pink hearts all over it. Keeping that in the very, very center. Because I have one more shade I'm going to go in with on the innermost part, so I want to place this shade down first. And then I'm going to take the shade Rose, and we're going to apply that on this beginning portion here that I left blank. Kind of looks like Bangle a little bit. I thought it would be a bit brighter, but it kind of blends in a little bit more. Of course, I mean, this is a 42 pan palette, so I kind of expect some overlap with the shades because it is such a large palette, so it's not that big of a deal. I just, in the pan when you're looking at them, you would think this one would be a lot more brighter, but it's really not. It actually kind of looks like the same shade. Okay, and then on a ColourPop E30, I'm going to go into the shade Wine, and we're going to use that as some liner. I'm not going to go in with my pencil today from Makeup by Mario because I did not wear it yesterday, and I just want to wear the same exact products I wore yesterday. This is a little bit more, okay, I hate to say bold. I hate to say bold because this isn't really all that bold, but this is a little bit more than what I wore yesterday. I had on a lot less eyeshadow. I want to really wear this palette and give it some good use, so I'm going in with a little bit more today. Of course, not really. I kind of basically did the same thing yesterday, but just the shades I used were a little bit more lighter in tone. Or, well, I just applied them in a much lighter way. I used much more of like the softer, kind of like some of these softer brown shades yesterday, and then I used that gold shade. So the look was a little bit softer than this, but I wanted to wear something with this little bit more of a cooler tone look to go with this sweater. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter that much. I guess really the browns would have went anyway because neutrals. Okay, and then I'm going to take that same brush and we're going to go into the shade Coffee right here. And that's going to go on this outer half of this lower lash line, meeting up with the Wine shade on the top here. Yeah, this is a lot more cooler tones. So the blush and highlighter that I picked for yesterday is probably not going to go with this. I didn't think that through now, did I? Well, you know what? We're going to wear them anyway. We can mix and match cool and warm tones. It's fine. And then I'm going to go back to that Sigma E54. Just kind of lightly go underneath that just to blend it a little bit. Okay, and then that same little angle brush, I'm going to take the shade Doll. And we're going to apply that right here on the beginning half of the lower lash line. And then I'm going to take the shade Ice, pop that on the inner corner. Okay, for bronzer, I went in with the Wet n Wild Color Icon bronzer, and this one is in Ticket to Brazil, which I've actually really been enjoying this one. This is another item that's in my everyday makeup drawer, and I don't know, initially when you look at it in the pan and in a swatch, it looks like it would be a little bit too orangey, but I've actually really been enjoying using it. And I'm just using that same powder brush from Rare Beauty that I was using for the face powder. Okay, so here's where the blush might not match the eye look because I had on a much warmer eye look yesterday, like warmer toned. So this might not work, but I'm going to apply it anyway. Because, I mean, why not? This is the Tarte and Aspyn Ovard. This is a really reflective palette. But I used the blush and highlighter in the palette. I don't want to lift it too long because it reflects so badly. I just mixed these two. And I'm going to use a Safe Fluffy brush. So I just dipped into the highlighter, which is called Pure Soul. And then the blush is called Meiji Blush. I dip once in each, starting with the highlighter and then going in with the blush. This is probably not going to match too much because this is a little bit more warmer tone, but I mean, this is what I wore yesterday. I should have thought about that a little bit more than I did. I didn't plan that out very well, did I? I haven't used this palette in a while either, so I just kind of wanted to give it some more use. Well, I feel like it's light enough to where it's not gonna really interfere. Oh gosh, forgot to kind of picked up a little bit too much there. So I don't think it's not that noticeable. It's fine. So you can kind of just see a little hint of blush. I don't think I'm going to apply a lot of it because it is such a different undertone from the eyeshadow. I should have worn the same look I did yesterday. I mean, the eyeshadow, the palette is the same, but the look. I should have worn something very similar to that. That was my mistake. I wasn't even thinking about the blush, but it's okay. Still, this blush and this highlighter in this palette, they held up all day. I mean, I was just impressed by how this face of makeup wore. Also, I'm not exactly sure if you can still get the Aspyn Ovard palette. I have no idea. I know the last time I looked, it was still available on Tarte's website. Like, you can't buy it at Sephora or Ulta, I don't believe. I believe it's just on their website. But I mean, you don't need the palette just for this blush and highlighter. Of course, you know, this is just a standard neutral highlighter and blush. But I do think they're pretty, and I just wanted to use them again because this is what I was wearing yesterday. Okay, so for my brows, I'm using the Kosas Brow Pop Pencil in dark brown and the Refi Brow Sculpt, which is just a clear. This is another thing that's in my everyday makeup drawer. I've just been trying to work this pencil out of my collection. It's a good one, don't get me wrong. I've repurchased it several times. It's just, I'm kind of at the point where I just want a tinted brow gel, like a one and done brow step. So I've just been trying to use this pencil up. But if you are into a brow pencil, I do recommend this one. It's very good. And then I'm going to go into the Refi Brow Sculpt. And just go right over that. Okay, and before I go in with the lip and mascara, I'm first going to spray my face with the Makeup by Mario. This is the Surreal Skin Soft Setting Spray. I really love this setting spray, and I feel like this has also played a part in how my makeup wore all day yesterday. It looked good. Okay, and the mascara I went in with is the Cali Ray Come Hell or High Water Mascara, and this one is in the brown shade, which I believe is called Secret Spot, but they do not put the name on the actual tube. But I believe that's the name of the brown version. And this is another mascara. Now, it is a tubing mascara, so you would expect it to not smudge or flake, but I mean, I've had some tubing mascaras in the past that absolutely did smudge and flake, so this one, though, is really, really good. I have really been enjoying it. I feel like the more age it has on it, the better it's been, which, I mean, that's true for a lot of mascaras, but I do really like it. Okay, and then there's the one coat versus nothing. It's a really good mascara. I really do enjoy it. Okay, and then all I wore on my lips yesterday, I did not wear a lip liner or anything. I'm just wearing this Patrick Ta gloss. This is the Major Volume Hydrating High Shine Lip Gloss, and this one is in the shade Ice Me Down, which Ice Me Down was a limited edition holiday shade, but you can still buy other shades in this gloss, I believe, but this is basically just a clear with some sparkle. That's all this is. It does have some pink sparkle in it, so I feel like it would go pretty good with the eyes, and maybe, like, does it have maybe some purple sparkle? Yeah, a little bit, so I think it goes really well with the eye look. Okay, but there is this completed makeup look using all the products that I wore, cleaning out an entire house that held up very well. I know the blush is too warm for the eye look. I know. This was not the eye look that I wore yesterday. I used this palette, but this was not the eye look I wore. But still, I feel like this makeup deserves a shout out. The fact that it held up that well during something like that in really hot weather, going in and out of a house like that, I just wanted to get on here and talk about these products because I feel like they deserve that mention. But I do hope that you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, I hope you will please consider leaving a like, a comment, or subscribing if you haven't already. And make sure you hit the bell icon so you are alerted to all my future uploads. And follow me on Instagram at jessicadeerly. All of these products will be listed and linked for you below, as well as in the YouTube shopping tag feature. And if you click through and purchase, I do earn a small commission. And if you choose to do so, thank you so much for supporting me and my channel, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!